What it do, YouTube? Markified the Ball 5, and today we have some more of that Gen 9 OU because it's the only one of the tiers that currently exists because it hasn't been the end of the month yet. We're playing that Gen 9 OU, and this team was just a bunch of stuff thrown together. To be honest with you, we got that Life Orb Amoongus, you got the Fire type Terra Blast, along with the Grass Poison. You got the you got the Leaf Storm now, which is a great move because, I mean, on earlier variants of Life Orb Amoongus, you kind of needed to, or you only had Giga Drain, which was cool for the recovery, but you had a big ass HP stat and you have Regenerator anyway. So Leaf Storm, you get more immediate power. You got Spike's Quagsire. You got Bulk Up Breloom with the max defense. It's actually a Terra Steel, so you get your Poison Heal, and then you can Terrasilize to a Steel type later on if you need to. You got Choice Band Terra Ledge because you think it's a monster. Terrorized Fighting for the close combat. You got Palm Up. Same thing from my other earlier video, Choice Band with the Terrasilize Fighting for the Mach Punch, Iron Fist boosted. You got Garganackle. I don't have the Iron Defense set because I need rocks on this team. I probably could have put them on Quagsire and have this be like an Iron Defense cleaner if I do want to go out and improving this team. That could be one step I take to doing that. But this team is also off the trash. Like, it just gets like 8-0 by Golden Go. Like, the Golden Go answer is not getting Oko till you can chip it so that Sarah Ledge can either revenge kill it. If it's not Scarf, just outrun it and kill it. If it is, just put it in Showers deep range. But I think it's not getting Oko'd by it. This Breloom set in particular just lets it in all day. You have to remove this in Terra Blast, Fire. That's probably the best way to just completely shut it down. Quagsire not getting Oko and then getting good chip with Earthquake or the aforementioned Sarah Ledge is another thing, and then Salt Cure if you can get it switching on that. But that's also easier said than done. But I also don't have Iron Defense. Because if I had Iron Defense, maybe I could, draw Golden Go in because it's a special Steel type and I'm using a Physical Defense. So they got Low Kick, which is the threat because of Tinted Lens, Physical Tinted Lens, my type of Pokemon also gets First Impression and U-turn, so definitely one that I like already. I got Garchomp, might be Spikes and or Rocks, probably the Rock on this team. If it has Spikes, maybe not because we have Talonflame and Defog. Golden Go, as good as gold. Rotom is pretty good defensive, so is Talonflame. At least that 9-weight. Talonflame is a pretty good stop too. You can't bulk up because you can taunt it. It resists Drain Punch. It risks Flame Body every time it touches you. And stuff like that. I don't know if you want to hurt me on it or not. And then he has Chen Pao, which is kind of broken because it lowers your defense. It's basically Weavile on any drug you can name. But that's the team preview. Let's just get right into this. I'm playing on a slower playback speed, so I can explain my plays a little bit better. I thought he was going to U-turn to Golden Go, so I was just going to blast that shit with Leaf Storm and do some solid damage without, actually using my Terra. Lokix is pretty shitty, but episode still did a big chunk, but I was really hoping that he would U-turn to Golden Go. That's the whole reason I even did that play. I would have Sludge Bomb. I knew he was going to just do that. Because that's a Terra, that's not a good play, IMO, because you have the Mon to really score. I guess he thought it was too obvious to go to Golden Go, and he tried to catch, maybe he thought it would double, so he would beat Golden Go, which is nothing on this team. And I also can't really beat this, and it's going to do the replay thing where the spikes are invisible, but trust they're there. I don't know if I get more than later or not, at least not now. And Recover only has 8 PP, so I can't even do this for that long. Since I'm an SB in the face of Unaware, which is very bad, I want to Garganackle to be more immediately threatening, but he just decided he doesn't care about Unaware and just set something in the face of an Unaware user. I have Fairy thing, but it doesn't matter because he had Tinted Lens. I actually just completely disregard the Tinted Lens in 2 seconds from now. I guess the leech type can killed by Garganackle, and that kind of sucks. My Quagsire is low. I can't. He's not in Mach Punch range yet. This is a terrible. I make the worst play of all time. I should have Shadow Sneaked and maybe it would have been fine, but I just clicked close combat. They were like, hey, is this Sucker Punch? Nope, I forgot about Tinted Lens even though I spent that entire opening intro talking about it. But in that instance, while I was playing, I forgot, okay. That was kind of terrible, so I'm just going to go to my Palm Up for Choice Band and Mach Punch to get this threat off my screen. I think he goes to Garchomp here, maybe Golden Go. He doesn't go to Garchomp. The Spike is invisible because Showdown Reaper's a bug. I probably might make this I don't know if Life Orb is the right play, but something like that. My Breloom is Fizz Def, so I'll just go to Breloom. It's like the Toxicroak that I used to use with Bulk Up. Where you're just taking a bunch of physical hits because you have a pretty good type you can do some resist Edgequake, for example. You probably use this on both of the Dawn fans. It's a pretty decent degree, to pretty decent results. Use this knockoff as long as you have your Toxicroak before you get knocked off, that is. And then you use this, Earthquake, of course. So you can probably do pretty decently against that. But he just Dragon Tails. I got the chip with Dragon Good right back to Palm Out, which is probably the best thing that could have came out. It's definitely because I just get the Ice Punch. The Garchomp take the chip from the skin and helmet, but I'm not too worried about that. He goes to Rotom. Alright, I'll save this guy can click Double Shock later. He has no switching anymore. This is the Will-O-Wisp on Cloud side. So I lucked out there. So I wish I had Protect, but I had Liquidation. I tried to Protect with Protect and more cover, but I realized, okay, I'm gonna Breloom like I should have earlier, but I don't have any Speed Def, so I didn't want to take a Hydra or a Volt for no reason. I just put the Rotom to sleep, and he stays in for all 3 turns of his sleep. I don't know if he knows I just don't have a Grass type move or what. He doesn't. He stays in for all 3 of his turns. And, that's fine by me because he has a Golden Go, which completely walls the set. Because I Bulk Up, Protect, Spore, Drain. So he has the Golden Go. I'll actually Spore again. I think he will wake up, but if he wakes up, the only play is the Golden Go. So I don't know what I was thinking there, but yeah, I Spored because I thought he's not going to get the 3 turn. Why would he ever get the 3 turn playing against me? But sure enough, he got the 3 turn playing against me. So yeah, then he wakes up and Volts. I did Spore here, but like I said, he had Golden Go, so what does it matter? Golden Go is good as gold, and he proves it. Makes it known right here. He's good as gold. That ability is, you can't even be roared or whirlwinded with good as gold. You're really just good as gold. I go to a Mungus. Initially it's a sack, even though it probably isn't even the best for a sack. But, I mean, it doesn't beat Talon, it doesn't beat Chen Pao, and Breloom and Parmar can just overwhelm Rotom. So that's why I was like, okay, I'll just sack Mungus. I'd probably use Quagsire against Talon for a little better results. But since this happens, I can just save my Amoonguss, get some regen. Because the Golden Go has Dazzle. I want to make sure you can't beat me with Dazzle. If I have Palmot, Breloom, Quagsire, you might just do that. But if I have Amoonguss, they'll probably beat me with Shadow Ball anyway, so yeah. Plus I wasted my Terra, so I can Terra Fire. So resist, make it right. Make it right. I do have a resist to make it rain at Palmot. He'd probably be at -1 or -2 by the time you can make it rain on Palmot, so then I'd have to hope that it's the one the last one to do a double shot kills, because if not, then I'm not to let it. But I go for the Liquidation on the Talon Flame after the Defogs. The Spike. The Spike appeared that time, it didn't the last time, so I think I Spike here. He goes to Rotom. Yep, that's exactly what happens. He goes to Rotom. Get my Spike back up. I think I go Breloom here on the Volt Switch. I'm just so lucky he didn't switch into Golden Go, because if he Volt Switched into Golden Go, like he should have, he probably could have done a wallop to my team, but he just goes to Chen Pao, and just this play is pretty funny. This is where that defense comes in handy, because just the idea of Mach Punch just puts the fear of God in him, and he Ice Charge instead of Ice Spinner or Ice Cool Crash, and I just Drain Punch, get most of it back, and then he just calls it a game right there. Probably could have saved Breloom to deal with Rotom, and then been on my way. But that's going to be game 1. I really don't think he lost that shit yet, but I'll take the win, I'll take the points. And on to the next one. On to game 2. Same team. Already introduced him. Playing against Cyclozar with a bunch of it's just Cyclozar, and then Screamtail and a bunch of offensive threats. Screamtail isn't that much of a threat offensively. It's actually a lot weaker than I thought it would be, but he has a set that I've actually been quoted as believing, as you'll see later on. So let's get right into it. You already know my team. He's got Cyclozar and threats. There's nothing, no thought into his team building. There's not even rocks. Maybe Screamtail and rocks, but other than that, no. Let's go right for Life Orb Sludge Bomb because I can't click Spore because it's gonna do that shitty ass Shed Tail. Not that shitty ass Shed Tail because it's not a shitty move. It's a bullshit move. Goes with that bullshit ass Shed Tail. Gets his Quark Drive for a special attack. And now we're playing with fire. He's playing with fire. But I'm about to play with fire too. I break his thing because he doesn't quarter the set like he does Leaf Storm. I think Leaf Storm would break anyway because they're raw power. I got my Flash Fire on Sarah, which I forgot it even had until I made that play. But because Warp Drive is broken, he still does like 36 heal, 36 thunder. Sarah has some pretty good Spadef too, so that's why it's also broken. But I mean, I'm Choice Banded. Probably could have put Shadow Cloud, maybe O-Code, but I just wanted to click that Flash Fire, boosted Bitter Blade, because I didn't even think he would stay in, knowing that Sludge Wave was resisted. I go to Quagsire with the back Excalibur, because I probably could do a decent number to this with Bitter Blade, but it is faster, just slightly, I think. Like, what, 300? Yeah, and then this is going to be 295. Yeah, so it is just barely faster. He is jolly. If not, then I probably could have done a shitload of damage on him for the cost of what? Being able to, what, Shadow Sneak Scream Tail if I need to? Is that really the hell? Or just like killing Cyclozar with Terra close combat at the end? He gets 2 bulk ups, 2 Dragon Dance rather, but I mean, I'm unaware. Hit a crit with Earthquake, which, I mean, depending on what he's going to do here, it matters. This one, Glaive Rush again, I mean, yeah, Quagsire out of here. I mean, that's how much he was doing before the Dragon Dance too, but you know, the Dragon Dance knew that after he breaks through Quagsire naturally, then he just wins the game. But I have Mach Punch on Palmon, all reliable. I don't know if he had Ice Shard, but if I would have went to Breloom, he probably would have Ice Shard even had it. He gets the speed boost on Scream Tail, but I'm blocked with a Mach Punch, so I can't say it if I wanted to. He goes for Bulk Up. I believe in Bulk Up Scream Tail. I think it's going to be fire. I don't think you run P-Fangs and Bulk Up Scream Tail. I think you just run Bulk Up Bush Protect Play Rough, personally, just me. I don't know if it gets Spirit Breaker, I doubt it, but I think you would just run some shit like that. I go for Life Orb Sledgehammer. I don't want to risk him waking up, or I want to keep my move as basically, because if I attack him, I will die for Life Orb too. So maybe having to give him help there. Scream Tail has a lot of HP, so maybe I get that. But I just Salt Cure killed him. He didn't wake up anyway. He got all 3 turns, so I'm actually getting pretty fortunate with my sleep turns. I had 2 Spore users too. It's pretty cool. I could have went hard 3. No, I couldn't have. I think I still would have gotten fucked on maybe 2 if I did that. Because my Breloom only has... It only has, fucking Drain Punch. It doesn't have... It has Protect, Bulk Up, Drain Punch. So maybe I could have went hard Breloom, maybe not, but Breloom's gonna beat these 2. So I just need to get Mimikyu out of here. And that's gonna be easier said than done, because I break it with Salt Cure. And then I have to put Salt Cure against and Busted Disguise. So doing all that bullshit, he gets 4 Swords Dances, or 3 rather, just 2, because 3 would be +6. So he gets 2 Swords Dances, but now he's gonna get chipped. Because if he Drain Punches is all back, because Mimikyu is like that. Mimikyu is kind of bullshit like that. You could have killed him with killing a Wood Hammer, so you could take all that recoil and die, so that I could just Palm Out Rock Punch your last 2. You couldn't do that for me? I go to Palm Out, but because it doesn't have the physical bulk, it just dies Shadow Sneak. Like, a lot of the models that look like that have more physical bulk. I don't know how to explain that, but they would take like a Shadow Sneak just barely. Amoonguss, I'm not even going to double the these. I probably would have doubled the Sarah Legend. No, I don't think it would have made a difference. But he can't Drain Punch because all these things resisted, and Palm Out was faster, so he couldn't Drain Punch and get anything back. So if there's one like positive to it, it's that. He's about to die to Salt Cure. And this is the dumbest thing I've done today. I go to my Breloom, thinking, alright, I'm gonna go steal, resist the Play Rough, because he's not gonna Drain. He's gonna try to Play Rough to get the game, right? Yeah. Yo, Drain Punch is a better play there, because it doesn't miss it, and done enough damage to where you just, right? I think Drain Punch might have been a better play, so yeah, it's pretty funny, but I got my bulk up. He missed the Play Rough anyway, so who cares? He Terrasalized to Fire type against the DD. I'm like, alright, bro. This is still stab, little bro. This is gonna be like 60, 67. Breloom was like that, man. Even with Naki defense, look at that. He put Drake Dragon Ball. Crunch would have done 50. I don't know what Fire type move he had. Maybe just Fire type just for the, you know, to resist Fairy or stuff like that. It wasn't weak to Drain Punch, so it works, clearly. It's like one of those, you know, like how an island goes water, just because it's generally salt. I mean, Fire's pretty good defensively, outside of the rock weakness, but Fire Flying is amazing outside of the rock weakness. But that's a story for another day. He can't protect for 8 years, he can't Shed Tail, so he just dies. Yeah, maybe you try to have something other than that, then you know, win the game in another way, but I guess that wasn't enough. And then you bulk up Breloom. I didn't even get my Toxic Bulk. Maybe I could have protected my Mimikyu and then terrestrialize against the Ments, and it probably would have worked out pretty well. But I wouldn't have had that +1 to work with. That's what I wanted. So I guess you would have to see about that. But I mean, at the end of the day, I won the game, so can't really complain there. Now, last replay, we got screens. And you're wondering, how does this team even beat screens? Iron Valiant's a problem. I have 2 offensive checks and like Sarah Ledge and Amungus. If it's like some physical sword dance thing, Flags I can deal with it. But other than that, I mean, I can't even like threaten the Mark because it might just fuck around and terrestrialize Ghost. So you never know when terrestrialize you. You'll see that play out too, where I don't go to my Palmont because the possibility of it going Ghost. Alright. And he's got the Pulse. Pulse might be Terra, because I've seen like Choice Band Dragon Ball. Choice Band Dragon Ball's always been the GOAT. And now you can have a Ghost type stab with Terra Blast. The only thing is it doesn't like terrestrialize like anything else. But I don't even think that's a set. You'll see on turn 1. He's got the screens, the Disciples are of course. Then just a threatening wall right there. And then 2 sweepers with the Belly and Mozzie. And the Dragon Dance backs Caliber. Which, as you saw in the first replay, can just break through Quagsire, spike the Unaware, and then just get to sweep because nothing else is going to be unaware of those boosts. So I go for Sludge Ball because I thought he would U-turn. I keep getting these first turns with the Wound. Like, he's going to U-turn for sure. I'm so lucky I got that poison because I thought he was going to U-turn and do something to, beat Spore. But I guess I could have Spored there. It would have been fine. I just go to Garganackle because I know Garganackle can 1v1 Pulp, especially after the -2. Because he resists Ghost, he goes his Fire Blast. And then when he drops the Draco, now it's going to be -2. So use that up. I go for Bulk Up here. I don't even know what I'm doing here. It was just a very dumb series of plays on my end. I think I scored here too on the Back's Caliber. He Parting is in the Back's Caliber and I score him, which is an amazing play on my part. What if I Terra Dark and then just locked out the Parting Shot? That would have been calling. That would have been. I mean, it wouldn't have done me any favor in the long run. It would have been pretty funny. I think I'd either Drain Punch or Switch. I'd probably switch to the Quagsire. Yeah, because that's what I do against Back's Caliber. Kill Quagsire and start chipping at it with Earthquake. I know Sarah is a pretty naturally good special bulk, so I'll take the Moonblast very respectably. The only problem is that he has a Reflect Up with a Bitter Blade, because he's not cracked at the game, because if he was, he wouldn't be using screens. So I go to Garganackle now just to absorb the Shadow, but he gets the damn drop. And I thought that Aura Sphere was coming, either Aura Sphere or Close Combat, so I go to Sarah Ledge. And sure enough, Close Combat, I mean, I probably wouldn't have done that if he didn't get the damn drop. But I guess it's in my best interest that I did, because now the Reflect's gone. Shadow Steep is a nice chip. And I could go to Palmont and Mach Punch the shit out of him, but he could very well just terrestrialize Ghost, and then I couldn't do anything. So I just go to Quagsire, because I know Quagsire won't die for full, and just get the revenge kill with this liquidation, so that's exactly what happens. Earthquake was a better play there, because he had no ground resist, but I mean, liquidation is just an awesome move. Get the defense drop and then be unaware of the defense drop that I just got, because I'm using Quagsire? Hell yeah. I'm just gonna start spiking on him, because what can you do about it? I think he Partings and the Cycles are. That's exactly what happens. Maybe he spins. I don't have Terra Ghost on anything. My Ghost I just died. So I can't block Spin, but I can go to Breloom with a pretty solid physical pull. But he Shed Tails into what? It goes in the Pulp. And then Pulp's gonna take all that damage. I go to Garganackle to start 1v1 in the Pulp, because that's what Garganackle does, it 1v1's Pulp. Especially this variant, you resist Ghost, Purifying Salt. Draco does like 50, and then it does 25, and then it does what? 12? It does less than 25, I'll tell you that. I can tell you that much, it's less than 25. So I'll recover here. And I don't even have to attack this, it's just gonna die behind the sub. I don't even have to break its sub. Just recover, waste a turn to over 19. More than I thought, but now it would do 12 because it's 0.25, which is half of 0.5. But yeah, now I'm at pretty solid health on my Garganackle. The only problem is he goes to his Cyclozar, and I can't even break this thing. I couldn't break it with Salt Cure anyway, but now I definitely can't break it with Salt Cure because of the damn effect. And that's just like, yeah, maybe if the effect is nothing, maybe I get this break here, and I don't even know if breaking the sub with Salt Cure even gives you your even puts the salt on, which obviously would hurt Azumarill because it's a water type. I go to Quag side because I mean he tears water in Aqua Jets and it still does fuck all because of unaware. I wish I was Helmet because if I was Helmet, this wouldn't even be a problem to me. But he misses play rough, deserved. I mean, I did say it was deserved. I was chatting with my friends. I was like, yo, he deserved his miss, but I still have to win the game. He missed again. It's just pretty funny. It's pretty funny. I mean, if he does get to hitting that play rough, he has to get the attack drop so that I can't, like, imagine if he sub Belly Drum, which he's not, it doesn't matter. Like, he play roughs, gets the attack drop, and then subs so I can't break it. What are you talking about? Alright, so I just recover. Just keep recovering up. Goes to Sleeping Bag's Powder, okay? I could have went hard palm on, just click close combat. Or double shock, depending on what happens here. But I mean, I'm just gonna get chip on this, okay? I'll take the chip. He's gonna be asleep too. Like, I really could have went palm on that first turn, because he hadn't turned the turn yet. And just Dragon Dance the shit out of him. Or close combat, rather. He has no switching anymore. He wakes up in Dragon Dance. I mean, Quagsire has 1 can eat this because of unaware, and 2 he's in Mach Punch range. 3 he already teared, so I don't have to worry about any of that bullshit. Plus, if I Mach Punch with Palmot, I would Terra fighting it so that I would win. I would just Oko these guys like those spikes because Terra broken like that. He also Iron Valiant and dies to spikes and a forfeit. He didn't give me the satisfaction of going to my Palmot or going to my Breloom and winning the game. Like I couldn't even get that satisfaction. I think he just goes cycles on forfeits, so I can do it with this bitch ass mod on my face. Instead of, I could have Palmot, Mach Punch, bye. And then, Terra fighting, Mach Punch, bye. Because he already Terra his water thing, so he can't be immune to that. Anyway, I really wanted to Mach Punch too. That is my favorite Pokemon from Gen 9. But, that will be that as far as the replays go. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.